Hi, I'm Deborah Grenard, host of the Healthy Family Revolution. People have been asking me why I chose to do an online summit on family health and healing. And like everything, there's a story behind it. And so one of my dear friends said, you really need to tell that story. So when I was in college over 30 years ago, my original intention was to be a middle school teacher. I wanted to go back and help children at a time that is so critical and so pivotal. There's so many changes going on the inside as well as the pressures mounting on the outside, and it just seems to be that time in your life where everything kind of comes together, and children really are faced with a lot of tough decisions at that time, and it's a tough time. And sometimes when we get older, we forget about that. So I really wanted to go back and help. Well, life happened, and I ended up not getting my teaching certificate. I went to work for a high-tech corporation and was 12 years there before I jumped off into alternative healing world. And recently, over the last year, things have come back around. I was invited to be a co-founder in an organization that's called the CCFL Global Academy, which is an online learning academy to heal, unite, and empower families and children to get support for the tough issues that they're facing, as well as just get support if you want to have a better, richer, fuller life. And so I've been honored to be a part of that. We've been developing that over the last 8 months or so. And at the same time, I was also invited to go and talk with a middle school class, a group of 7th graders, about food addiction and advertising traps, the food advertising and things that are marketed to children that are not in their best interest. So I went back and talked with that group, and it was a blast spending the day with them and talking to them about, hey, there's a lot of things that are put in front of you that are not in your best interest, and they're really sharp, and they do have the ability to think for themselves, and they need to be empowered to make their own choices and decisions and to understand about what it means to make choices for their own health. And it was a beautiful day, and it all at that time just came rushing back to me about why I wanted to work with them, why I wanted to give in this way from my heart. And another thing that I said to them at that time, it was what I could say, is I remember what it was like when I was your age. I remember what it was like when I was in your shoes, and I don't know what you're going through now, but for me it was a really tough time. So if you're having a tough time, I want to tell you that it does get better. Just hang in there, it gets better. So it really reignited a passion that I have. And so when it came time to do this summit, I got the idea to do a summit. I thought, just instant hit, yeah, this is what I got to do. This is what is important. And I couldn't think of a thing that is more important to do. So I've brought together some amazing people, some people involved in some grassroots movements, and to help with the issues. And so this summit is really addressing the issues. It's addressing all of the tough challenges that children and families are going through today. And I'm honored to have this group of experts together to talk about, the ADD and ADHD and medicating our children, about vaccines and building a healthy immune system, healing the childhood diseases that are becoming more and more prevalent in younger and younger children now, and just creating happier, healthier lives and giving tips for stress management for children and parents, and for building stronger relationships and better connections, and really cultivating the unique and beautiful gifts that we all have. So there's so much more to it than that as well. I do hope you'll check it out. If you feel so called, please join us for this summit. It's called the Healthy Family Revolution. You can find it at healthyfamilyrevolution.com. Kicks off on April 22nd, and it goes through the middle of middle of May. So please join us. And if you have people that you know who you feel might also benefit from this, please share it with them as well. It's the Healthy Family Revolution, healthyfamilyrevolution.com. I'll be bringing out some amazing interviews with some amazing experts, with some amazing grassroots information to help you and your children have an easier transition and a better life overall. So I hope to see you there. Thanks a bunch.